they were playing. I thought their atmosphere was tremendous. And coming back here today, I thought ours were just really, it was electric, and I really appreciate that a lot from our crowd. And from the beginning, you know, I thought our defense was really good. We knew we were going to have to be so much better intensity-wise, and our guys really, they did a good job. And defensively, it's something they should be proud of. We had some guys that struggled offensively, but I thought they really stayed in the game defensively and made some plays where we had to.
Rob and Mike and Corey.
Coach, just Jordan Bone, I mean, he was brilliant today. Is it the best he's played, do you think?
Yeah, he really was, Rob. And you go back, you know, he logged a lot of minutes in December, and I think it helped him. And even though he's playing 10 more minutes a game than he did a year ago at this point in time, but I do think those minutes have been really valuable to him early in December, where I thought he started getting more and more confident, started understanding more and more what a point guard has to do, and you can just tell where he's managing the game. He did some things on his own out there today where he called some things, and when he just had a real feel for his teammates, and he did a nice job just from our standpoint, just orchestrating the game.
Mike?
You touched on Bone there, but you weren't really pleased with him 2 weeks ago at Rupp. What was so different about what he did this time?
Well, again, defensively, I don't know if I was pleased with anybody in Rupp, you know, when you think about it, but we kept talking to our guys about, you know, don't be emotional, just be more intense, you know, because they beat us every way you can be beaten, and we just felt like we had to really be more locked in, and I think I would say that for all the guys. The difference is we were much more locked into what we were trying to get done, and that's not to take anything away from Kentucky, because they're an outstanding team, and they're hard to score against. They are, and I thought it was a real tough defensive battle, and like I said, it might be the best that we've been, and we didn't make enough shots.
Rick, you touched on Jordan Bone, but Grant, you know, had only 4 shot attempts at that arena. What did you make of his performance tonight?
Well, I thought we felt we had to get him moving more, get him, you know, let him get out, move, and roll into the post, different type things. But they're a good team, and they adjust, and they make great adjustments. But I thought he stayed with it. I thought he was patient for the most part. And defensively, obviously P.J. Washington's a terrific player, and we felt like we had to really work hard at trying to limit space for him. And then, you know, foul trouble changes everything. We know that. We were concerned at the start of the second half. Grant picked up his second foul. We felt like in the next 4 minutes, if he picked up his third foul, it could change the whole complexion of the game. And so we took him out and let him sit there for a while. And now we all appreciate the minutes that Folke and Derek and Kyle, you know, we probably would have stayed in the zone a little bit more if Kyle hadn't fouled out, but and we'd planned on doing that. But Grant was patient. He was patient and stayed with it. And defensively, like I said, that was what we were much better today.
John, Jerry, and Grant.
Rick, how did Reed Travis's absence affect you guys? How much did that help you, do you think?
Well, I think he's a terrific player. I mean, I don't think you can take anything away from it. I mean, I thought he was a big factor in the first game. You know, his defense and physicality is there, but yeah, you know, I mean, but you go back, P.J. Washington was terrific up there. You know, again, I thought every guy that put on the court up there was effective, but there's no doubt that, you know, Reed Travis's presence, it gives him a different physicality. There's no question about that.
Jerry?
Rick, in your coaching career, how often have you had like 2 games within 2 weeks where they were so dramatically different?
Jerry, that's a good question. I don't know if I have seen that. I'd have to really think about it. But I go back, I thought both atmospheres were just electric, and just, you know, when you come in and, you know, you look at it, again, I just know from our standpoint, we played better here, and I'm sure John would say the same thing, that, you know, they played better there, and like us, I think they'll go back and, you know, make them better. I really do think that, and because we have gotten better defensively since the Kentucky game in Rupp Arena. We came back and realized that we were going to have to get better defensively, and I thought we came off our best defensive game against Ole Miss, and then again today, I thought we were really good defensively.
That's my question. How do you replicate that defensive effort consistently?
Well, this time of year, you like to think you can do it. You know, you like to think you can. You guys understand it. You know, we're an older group of guys now, and we have added a few things here or there defensively, offensively, which an older group of guys should be able to do that. And you would like to think that if they're as focused as you want to be, they can go out and know it's going to take that kind of effort every night.
Coach Calipari said that the main difference was that Kentucky was the aggressor in Rupp and that Tennessee was the aggressor here. Did you see it that way?
I would agree. There's no doubt, you know, and I don't. There's no doubt that would probably be the case. And we were much more aggressive in a lot of areas than we were there. We settled. We were afraid of, and I thought we settled a little bit offensively to start the game. I do think we were a little bit over emotional in the first half of the game in terms of our shot selection. I mean, 2 or 3 times we went up and had to drop the ball off. We almost got it blocked, and that's guys that are just too impatient. But the second half, I thought we came out much better, and then but we fouled again. We put them on the free throw line way too much in the second half. And but again, I would agree that, you know, John's right about that. I mean, we were definitely a more aggressive team here than we were in Rupp Arena.
Finish up with Steve and then Joe.
The voice, was that from trying to shout over the crowd today, or were you do you
No,
have a
I've
condition
had
going
this,
in?
again, I've had it for 3 days. I don't know what it is, you know, but because I don't feel sick at all. I've lost my voice, but no, the referees probably appreciated it today.
You may have needed more of this than you want to go into the game with Kyle Stopper, but how important were those 22 minutes with Fulkerson, Walker, just a rebound here, a loose ball there?
Really important, and we said yesterday we had a really short but crisp practice yesterday, and those guys were really locked into it. And you know, we look at those 2 guys. Derek, we think's a guy that can bring us some physicality. We started him in the second half because, again, we knew they were going to try to establish P.J. Washington. We didn't want Kyle to pick up that quick foul. And Derek, I thought, defensively did what we asked him to do. Fulke's a guy that's not quite as strong, but he tries to do it a different way. And then offensively, you know, he gives us another guy that can really put the ball in the basket.
Thank you, Coach.
Those minutes were important. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.